people like we mentioned, like a Justin Timberlake who says like, I like you're at least now saying like maybe one day, and that's okay. This is your new job. But like when like a Justin Timberlake says like it's never gonna happen, guys. For insane.
Yeah, right. And I think, they did a brief reunion performance, I think, on the VMAs. It was just a short little thing. And that's kind of where I think I'm at. It would be a very one-off thing. I mean, I'm open to celebrating it because that's such a great time in my life. And by the way, the fans ask me so much, would you ever get on stage and do some of these songs? And it's like, yeah, I would, because I'm celebrating my life, and it would be a fun thing, I think, for the fans if we could celebrate that time and maybe sing All or Nothing together. At the same time, my life has moved in a different direction. I run my own company now, and I can't take off to be in a band full time, but it's something I celebrate, and it's something that I look back on with a lot of like, that was a huge success in my life. So like, why would I not celebrate that?
Totally. Well, listen, when we started, I know you said, and we both agree, fitness it's all about the mind. It clears the mind. And you say like the 6-pack washboard abs is on the side and just a nice benefit. So now, let's take a deep dive into your Instagram. You mentioned like these like pictures in your underwear. Where did these, like, how did this become a part of your IG? And I'm not personally complaining about it. I'm just asking. I mean, I am a self-respecting gay man. So like, when did these pictures start on your IG?
I appreciate you. And that's a great question, because a lot of people were like asking a lot of questions. Why are you posting these underwear pictures? And I always loved I grew up a big fan of Marky Mark first, and then Mark Wahlberg's career. And I always thought his Calvin Klein ad really sparked. Now you've seen Justin Bieber do that. DJ Calvin Harris has done underwear ads. And I wanted to tell the story of fitness. And I think it's hard to do that without showcasing your own transformations. And so, but I will say I'm not hung up on the human body. And I know that some people get a little bit, they get a little bit taken aback by the photos. I guess that's a way to say it. And I've never felt that way. Like, I could easily live in a nudist colony. I celebrate the human body. I'm very open. I've also been, I like, celebrating my fitness success and showing it off. Like, here's what's possible. I just turned 40. Here's what's possible when you live this health and wellness lifestyle. And in conjunction with building this fitness brand, telling my own transformation story has been really important for me. And by the way, it'd be great to book a Calvin Klein underwear ad. I'm just throwing that out there as a Calvin Klein people. If you're watching, I'm up for a campaign. Just putting that out there.
I'm not so sure that that's so impossible. I mean, like, for anyone who's listening who hasn't seen your IG, take a deep dive. And I'm not so, listen, let me tell you who's listening to this podcast now. We have one straight man probably in the middle of somewhere in the country, and we have 99% women, and we have about the other percent gay men. So for the one straight man out there listening, we love you, and all the others are probably going to go look at your Instagram right now during this interview.
I love that. And I mean, I believe that's my Instagram demographic as well. And I love that. And to be honest with you, I was putting those pictures out there on Instagram, hoping I might book an underwear campaign, because for me, fitness is becoming like such a big part of my life that was also part of it. Like, I'm hoping maybe someone from To Exist, or maybe someone from Calvin Klein is going to see these pictures, because I'd love to do an underwear campaign.
Well, and I also think like it's good, like, I mean, you're not the only one, but like, and I'm not saying 40 is old, trust me. Cause I mean, but I think it's good to show like, hey, this is 40. Like, it's not, life is not over for people.
It's not what people in this day and age, it's not what it was for our parents. No offense to our parents, but it's just, you know what I mean? Like, we know a lot more about how to take care of ourselves. So when they say that like 40 is the new 30 or 40 is the new 20, I actually think there's a lot of truth to that.
I think so too. What about, because there's these pictures of you in your underwear, when like, if you Google your name, there's lots of things, Broadway, O-Town, fitness, but then, there is a lot of this, like Ashley Parker Angel. Is he gay? Gay. Like, there's all these gay rumors out there. What do you think about when you see things like that? Which I imagine is because of you, having a good body and being in shape and being into fitness.
I understand the question so much because my background is, look, I came from a boy band, right? I'm in music, I'm in dancing, and I'm in Broadway. And so I actually really, to be honest, I love the community that supports me, all the communities that support me. And I think also too, I think this generation, I think we're moving to a place where we're not labeling things as much, if that makes sense. I think sometimes the labeling is actually what causes division among people. So I don't like to put labels on things. I've never liked to put myself in any box personally.
That makes a lot of sense. What about, when I tell people, who I'm interviewing for the week, when it came to you, the number one thing that people wanted to know is, would you ever do, maybe an OnlyFans account?
I get, if I showed you my DMs right now, I don't have my phone near me, I would literally pull it up and show you. That's like the number one question I get. And again, like it's interesting because there seems to be, and you tell me your opinion on this, there seems to be more mainstream people going to OnlyFans because I think, again, I think the walls are kind of coming down a little bit. And you've seen leaked photos of Justin Bieber, and remember the leaked photo of Orlando Bloom with Katy Perry? I mean, he's just fully out there. And at this point, you could just Google these pictures, and it's like, I've really always been very open-minded, maybe a bit of an exhibitionist. I like the human body and I celebrate it. So I'm not saying that it's definitely going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm not going to say it's not going to happen.
And when you get DMs, this is like one of the main things. See, I mean, I thought my listeners and like my friends actually are the ones. I'm like, wow, this is what you want me to ask. That's like the number one thing you get asked in your DMs.
It is, and it's not going to happen. If that, it's not going to happen, and I'll let people take from that what they will.
I like it. Well, like you say, like, I mean, maybe he's not the best example, but like Aaron Carter, if we're keeping it in he has an OnlyFans, and you say you're an entrepreneur, you want maybe to exist, or Calvin Klein, like I'm an entrepreneur too. And listen, when there's money on the table to be made, I'm just saying, I would think if my crystal ball were working, your OnlyFans might be a successful, lucrative business opportunity.
Well, thank you. And I actually think if I did it, it could be sort of bent towards emphasis on physique and also fitness, because like the ESPN body issue is each year it comes out, and you have the world's biggest athletes, and they're all nude, they're all naked. It's all very OnlyFans actually. When you put the filter on it that it's the ESPN body issue, you look at it a different way, but it's OnlyFans style photos of the biggest Olympic athletes in the world. So